Velion, what's
Fuck
up,
you.
man? I want you to introduce yourself, even though you were just hella mean to me there. Where you stream?
Just kidding.
How long you been doing what you doing, man?
I've been streaming for 7 years. 7
Sheesh.
years. Well, hold on.
You're old, man.
I'm gonna tell you the exact day.
Man. Yeah. So.
My first ever Twitch stream was 8 years ago.
Oh my gosh, you
It
are
was
old. You-
May 24th, 2015.
Oh my god.
It was an
20
hour and 5 minutes long on CS:GO.
25th on CS:GO. You were gaming back then, huh? Oh my god.
I loved CS:GO.
You loved
I had
it.
like 6
You
or
like it now?
7,000 hours in it. No, I don't play it anymore.
It's like, wow, man. What did you do before streaming? I actually don't know this. Did you do anything? Like job-wise?
I worked for Lowe's for about 6 years.
Oh, okay.
And then I kind of jumped around. Well, so when Jacob was born, I started off doing electrical work. So I was in school for electrical and did electrical work. And they were only paying me like $9.25 an hour. And I was like, I need more money. I'm having a kid. They're like, nope. I was like, okay, bye. And then I went to Lowe's and started making like $15 an hour.
Nice.
And
Did
then
you like that?
Moved up. Yeah. I mean, I working at Lowe's, in my opinion, it was fun because of the fact that I like talking to people.
Mm-hmm.
So like at Lowe's, you help a lot of people, you meet people, you talk to people all the time. I mean, so many people come in and talk to you,
Socializing.
ask you questions and stuff like that. So
No, that's awesome, dude. I mean, I've never worked a real job before streaming, so I have no experience whatsoever. I've never done a resume or anything like that, so if streaming never works out, I'll just go to Lowe's or
fucked.
something. Yeah, I'm out.
you're fucked. You're fucked. Lowe's is great. I mean, I went from like doing like cash register, loader, and then I went to delivery, and I was working like 14 hours a day, driving the truck around, delivering appliances to people's houses. And I worked at Lowe's doing that for like 4.5 years. And before that was just a bunch of random stuff.
Okay, that's nice. I mean, Lowe's is definitely better than Home Depot. Do you agree?
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed. Anytime I've ever gone into Home Depot, it feels like people don't come up to you and ask you if you need help.
Yeah.
And if you ever go to Lowe's, like, tell me, you probably get walked up to like at least 5 times.
Yeah.
Hey, do you need help?
Yeah.
Do you need help? Is there anything I can do?
People are nicer at Lowe's for sure. That's funny. But I do want to move on from the Lowe's Home Depot subject. One big thing about this podcast I kind of want to talk about, and it's not something I've really talked about in other podcasts, but it's the power of friendship. And Vel, I think our friendship is literally like perfect as an example here. The first time I ever met you, I made a networking sheet, and I showed this the other day on Twitter and whatever. You were sitting at 13 viewers and 3.5, I believe, 1,000 followers on Twitch. Now, that is when I first met you. In fact, the first ever stream that I stopped by, what game were you playing? You were playing WoW, bro.
Wow, was I really?
Yeah, I found you on Eddie's videos, EFTWTF. Back in the day, you were playing World of Warcraft, and you were going around the, I think it's Stormwind. I think that's the city it's called. I don't know. You played Alliance, didn't you? Whatever the main city of Alliance is. But I saw you there, and I was like, dude, this guy's not even playing Tarkov. I don't even know what this game is. I don't even know what WoW... I didn't know what WoW was at the time. Got a new PC and everything. But yeah, you had... you were playing WoW, and that is the first time I ever met you. Now, I do want to know, do you have any moments that you remember when you first met me? Did you think I was a little shit, or like, what was going on there?
No. No,
Dude, you don't think I was a little shit? I mean, listen, when people...
I don't think of people like that.
Yeah,
I feel
that's
like
fair.
This is what I look at. Is everybody... We were all young once, right?
Yeah.
I may be 31 years old, but there are people in my community that are 15, 16 years old. And yeah, there are times where younger people are annoying, but I remember myself at that age, and I bet I was annoying as shit as well. So I try to I try to treat people how I want to be treated.
Yeah.
So I just treat people, you know.
Well, I was just saying that because I've got so many comments over the past few years, that Oh, well, Geno's a little shit. He just screams at the camera all day. So I didn't know if you had any thoughts. Do you have any favorite moments of when we've been friends? Because I know we have a bunch of moments in Tarkov. I'm trying to think of the one moment. There's been a lot of TKs between us. And a lot of the times it's been a lot of fun. But the last time I smoked you for 10 gifted. I don't know if you remember that.
No, I try to let my traumatic things that happen during streams with friends just kind of go out the next day, and I just don't remember.
That's fair. So do you don't have any moments that you can kind of remember? I don't know if there's any specific moment that you can remember when we play together.
When you jumped off and like I don't know if it was me and you and it might have been somebody else that we were playing with. It might have been Queen. I don't remember. But there was a guy in the back corner of Resort.
Yeah.
I jumped off. He killed me. You jumped off and you killed him, but you were like 5 HP and you lived.
I do remember that.
Insane.
I do remember that. I felt bad because I didn't let you live. Like, you died pretty quick to that guy, and I was kind of sad that you died.
Yeah, I do that a lot, actually.
I mean, same here. Now, getting into another subject, I wanted to talk about coffee. Are you a coffee drinker?
I love coffee.
You love coffee. Do you brew your own pot every single morning?
No, I have a Keurig.
Oh, okay. Oh, nice.
See my mug?
Yeah, dude, that's a nice mug.
On.
I like big bucks in it. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I've had it for like 9.5 years.
You're a hunter, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I remember that. Did you get anything last season? We're going off subject here.
I actually didn't go hunting last season. Sadly.
Okay.
I just took. It's funny. I want to go hunting really bad, but I also love my job.
Yeah.
And I don't want to not.
I agree with that. Yeah. So no, I agree with that.
Do I take the time to go and hunt and chillax, or do I stream and be here for the people that are here every day? And it's like, I choose the better one.
I had that scenario last season. I only went out once, and I got one doe last season. That was it. I usually average like 3 or 4 a year, donating the deer to the families and stuff, right? I always try and harvest as many as I can. Only got one last season, but that's pretty cool that you're a hunter. With the love of our coffee, I would like to point out that today's stream isn't technically sponsored, but it's kind of sponsored, kind of not sponsored. We both have coffee. We got coffee sent to us by NACC, which you might not know what that is. It just stands for Not a Coffee Company. It's a viewer of ours named SirCrutch, and he has made coffee, like he gets imported coffee beans and roasts them himself and streams it every single Saturday. So he actually sent us a bunch of his coffee beans and everything. And I should point out, all right, he told me his mission. Okay, he told me his mission before, and his mission is that he doesn't want to get paid a single ounce of anything. He just wants to give coffee away to good people, and it's great. I think you're muted, by the way.
Oh, no, I'm talking to chat because they're like, bro, the delay is insane. I'm like, what do you guys want to watch? Like, I don't know what to put on my screen.
Chat, settle down for a second, man. Settle down.
Flip out. God.
Yeah, but he roasts his own beans himself in the comfort of his own home and actually streams on Saturdays. And I said this before. I have asked him so many times to pay him, and he made his mission clear that he doesn't want to do this, or he doesn't want to do it for a living. He just wants to give coffee to the people that want it. So today I'm actually trying out the Brazilian blend he sent me. And according to the bag, it was roasted at like 3,000 feet. Did you get yours? You got yours, correct?
I did. Hold on.
Yeah. Go get yours real quick. Oh, man, that's funny. I should mention some information about mine. It is a Brazilian blend. It is from a certain village in Brazil, which is pretty crazy. And some of the ones that Vel got right here.
I need to get a
Okay.
A coffee like machine so I can use these because I actually have a crap ton of coffee that's like this, but I just don't have a machine.
It should be ground for you. I don't know if it is. Is it?
It is.
It is? Yeah, he ground it for you. Yeah, dude, it smells
like sex too.
Yeah, I know what dude.
Honestly, I would rather have this than sex.
To each their own,
It's
I
so
guess, man.
good.
That's up
It's
to
so
you.
good.
Dude,
Coffee, bro. Coffee, sex, coffee.
Coffee's a top 5 smell. I would say top 5 smell. Coffee's such a good smell. I love it.
Oh,
Yeah,
God,
it probably smells. So you aren't drinking any of that today. You got a little Keurig blend. What is your favorite blend? Like, what's your go-to?
One of my friends, she was like, "Hey, don't drink creamer. Drink have you ever what Premier Protein?"
Yeah, Premier. Yeah.
So I like vanilla, and I get these vanilla Starbucks Keurig little K cups, and I have those, and then I get Premier Protein vanilla, and then I use that as creamer. And that's what I've been using for 2 months now, and I don't drink creamer anymore.
It really good?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It has protein in it, right? How much protein in it? Do you know?
I have a picture on my phone. I think like
it probably like 20 grams or something like that.
Yeah, it's something around that ballpark.
That's awesome, dude. I need to try that out.
It's really good. I stopped drinking creamer because of it, and it's helped a lot. 30 grams of protein. 160 calories.
What? Okay, I might need to go get you. Might be on to something here, Vel. Your friend might be on to something here. I gotta go try that out. Now,
it's so good.
About coffee, hot take. I want to know. I know you usually make your own in the Keurig, but if you had to choose, Starbucks or Dunkin'?
Are you talking about like going to Starbucks?
Yeah,
or
going.
I don't do that.
You don't do it. You ain't choosing either one.
I ain't about that life.
Okay.
I ain't about that life.
I mean, I don't blame you. $7 for a coffee is absurd nowadays. I'm gonna be honest with you. But you mean that? Do you have a favorite? Like, have you had one that's somewhat decent? You're just not that guy. Okay.
If I go anywhere, like I'll go to Starbucks, but they all just taste the same. I could go to McDonald's and get a mocha frappe, and they say they taste exactly the same from Starbucks. Starbucks is just like $9.
That's fair. That's fair. Well, we can move on from the coffee subject because I want to get into gaming. I know you're mainly a Tarkov gamer. However, I do know you have a lot of roots from WoW and some other games like Counter-Strike. Where did you specifically start? Both streaming both like streaming game and as a gamer?
WoW and CSGO.
WoW and CSGO. So you started streaming CS from what you said earlier, but you started on WoW, right? Like that's probably one of your first games you've ever played?
I've been playing WoW since I was 13 years old. Jeez. One of my buddies, which he's actually like he's a doctor, and he's got like 3 million followers on TikTok and stuff like that. I actually found out like a couple months ago about him, and we kind of reconnected. Yeah.
That's awesome.
But he came home, and like we used to skateboard together all the time, and I skated down to his house one day, and he had World of Warcraft downloaded on his PC. He was like, it was either Warcraft 3 or World of Warcraft. So his mom bought him World of Warcraft, and he was a Tauren warrior. I was like, this is sick. Like me and my other buddy had like chairs pulled up.
Yeah.
And we were watching him play. And ever since then, like my mom bought it for me, and I've been playing ever since. And I wish she never bought it for me.
It's an addiction. It really is. I heard there was literally scientific studies that it's somewhat similar to crack. Like the things that it does to your brain, like it is somewhat similar to the crack. I heard about that, but I don't know if that's true.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Like I said, you grew up playing WoW. How has that impacted your love for gaming, even though you don't play it anymore? Like I know you don't really dibble dabble in the WoW as much anymore, but how has that impacted your love for gaming? Right, like that kind of started everything, right?
Well, WoW is like my first big game, but like my whole life I've been playing games. Like I can still remember when I was 8-9 years old. Probably earlier than that, me and my dad would play this game called Blitz on Nintendo 64, and we would play. Like I remember playing Blitz on Nintendo 64 when I was a little kid, getting ready for school, and my mom would be like doing my hair, and me and my dad would be playing in the front room while and then the bus would come, and I would have to run outside to get on the bus. So I've been playing games my whole life. WoW was just my first big. I'm just gonna call it an addiction.
Yeah, it really is. No, 100%. That's really cool that you kind of started with Blitz and then went into WoW. It's it's always nice having a game that you're truly addicted to, you know, and I feel like I've lost that love a little bit for Tarkov. I'm not as addicted to it as I was, you know, before. You know, falling off in love for video games is very common, but it's just one of those things. It's always nice having a game like that, especially if you can fall back on it. You know, it's always nice having those types of games. Now, I did want to talk about, you're a big advocate for preaching about gaming issues. You know, I've heard you yell and scream maybe once or twice in my life.
Once or fucking twice. Every 5 minutes. Every 5 minutes.
You're a big advocate for that and giving the gaming community your thoughts on certain subjects, you know, especially in Tarkov with desync and everything. Have you always been like that towards games before Tarkov? Like, have you been an advocate for, like, you know, issues in WoW or something?
Yeah. See, this is what happens is, like, I'm passionate about it. And see, the difference is like, now I'm a streamer and I have a voice. Yeah. And obviously some people don't like my voice, which is okay. Fuck you. I don't care if you like me or not. I mean, to be honest, like, but like me and Z-Rizzy were talking, and you know Z-Rizzy, and he's talking about where he doesn't see cheaters as much. Yeah. And I'm like, well, how many hours a day do you play? He's like, well, I only run about 5 to 6 raids. Yeah. I run 9 hours of Tarkov every single day because this is my job. Yeah. I run into more shit and figure out more shit than the normal player would. Yeah. So I can be like, okay, well, here's a bug that I just found out. But people are like, no, it's not a bug. You're just bad at the game, and try to like argue with me. But I like to, as much as people think that I'm complaining, I'd rather people see me as complaining, and then I reach out to BSG and they go, oh shit, let us fix that real quick. You know what I mean? Yeah, you're passionate about it. That's the difference that so many, especially TikTok, right? Like, they hear a loud voice and they're like, yeah, dude, that motherfucker's complaining. You know, no, it's me. We're literally just being passionate about a game that we love and want to get better. And I can speak for both of us. I can almost assume that you think this exact same way. We're not complaining because we're like, we hate the game. We're complaining because we love the game. And I can almost 100% guarantee that that's how we are. You know, we as streamers, we are complaining because we are passionate and want this game to get better. Okay, now, is complaining always going to, you know, affect the game and make it get better? No, but at least we try, you know, and I think that's very important. I'll say this. If you hear me not complain, I've lost every passion for Tarkov and I fucking hate it and I don't want to be here. If I sit there and I'm quiet and I have no reactions and I just don't give a shit, then you know that's when I'm completely done with Tarkov and I hate it. Because I'm vocal about how I feel. It's just how I am. That's how I've always been. Nothing wrong with that. As a streamer, like, the question you asked is like, I played WoW, I played CSGO, more so I'd get pissed off of myself because I was just bad and I wanted to get better. And I'd be like, yeah, fuck you, you're a piece of shit. Or, you know, whatever, just kind of mess around. But I would never be like vocal about the problems that I'm seeing. But because I can, like, you know, I had a speed hacker that literally, I'm pretty sure you've seen it. It was on Twitter. I had like 200,000 views on Twitter, where the guy was speed hacking and I killed him. And 5 minutes after I got that clip, he was permabanned. Wow. So I'm able to, like, I have people that I'm able to message and be like, hey, this is a problem. So I have that platform, which, you know, some people don't agree with, but, you know, the guy was speed hacking and cheating. So no, 100%. I mean, you're a big advocate towards gaming issues, and I do want to say that a lot of people do appreciate that, even though you probably get a lot of shit on it for a daily, you know, TikTok, and I do appreciate that, because it's very important to have somebody as vocal as you in video games. You know, without people like yourself, we wouldn't have the Tarkov that it is today. You know, so many people being vocal. If people were silent, we get nothing done. You know, so agreed. Good for you. Any games that you're coming at, or any games that are coming out, or that you're excited for? I don't know if you have looked into any of the games, but there's a few good ones coming out here soon. Nope. I was like super into Dark and Darker, and I like Dark and Darker, but it's kind of like Tarkov. I don't play it all the time. Yeah. So I play Tarkov all the time, and then I go in and I die to dudes in full purples, and I'm just like, okay, I don't want to play anymore. No, I agree. I'm done. Bye. No, I agree. Dark and Darker has a lot of potential. I think they can do very well with that. I know they have some of those issues over there.
If you could have one game genre for the rest of your life, if you could only game one game genre for the rest of your life, what would it be? MMOs, FPS, Soul-like games? FPS, 100%? You aren't taking MMOs?
Nope.
I don't know, man. There's so much content in MMOs. I think I might take MMOs.
I can't do WoW. Wow.
That's
like
fair.
the MMO, the funny story, I've never played any other MMO.
Really?
WoW has been the only MMO that I've ever played. And so many people wanted me to play New World. I was like, nah, I'm not playing it. It looks like shit. And then literally like 6 months after it came out, it died.
I remember when you tweeted about New World when it first came out. You were like, I'll see you guys back on Tarkov in a week. And you were kind of right.
Yeah, it was a truth.
Like, you were kind of right. I'm going to be honest. Everybody just switched back to New World. That's funny. Now, I do want to get into content creation. Before getting into the deep questions here, you mentioned that you did lows before you started streaming. When you first started streaming, though, did you know you would want to make it your job? Like, when you first started streaming, was it like, damn, I'm gonna make this my job?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been a grind for 8 years.
Yeah.
I've been doing this for 8 years. And, there's some people that are lucky that get to do it in a year and they're like already have thousands of viewers, and it's still a grind every single day to put out content, stuff like that. But yeah, it's like, I want to do this. This is what I want to do for a job. Because like, I love it. Like, I love playing video games.
Yeah, 100%. I know when I first started streaming, I didn't necessarily know. Like, I started it out as a hobby, and I'm sure you did too, I assume. Did you start it out as like a hobby, like, oh, I'm playing a video game, I'm just going to stream? Like, that's how I kind of...
Wow.
Yeah, and I kind of started it out as a hobby. I didn't think it would blow up as much as it did. COVID, I didn't start streaming until early 2020, but COVID kind of helped me there. As bad as COVID was, it really allowed me to kind of luck out and get a lot of people into the stream because, with quarantine and everything, it really boosted a lot of those numbers and allowed me to do what I'm doing now. So I'm thankful for it. I'm sure your family was confused about content creation when you first started making money streaming and like transitioning full time. Did your family ever doubt you? Because if your family was like mine, they had some questions. Did they have any questions?
This is where you want to go into? You want to go into this?
I do want to go
into this.
Yeah, I mean,
you sure?
Bell, we're here.
You sure?
Bell, we are here.
My family has always never, ever, ever been like, good job. You're doing something awesome. I've always been told I'm never going to make it. Stop doing what you're doing. Get a real job. Only a handful of people get to do what you want to do. Give up. I've been told that my whole life. Everything from my mom and my dad. Well, my mom doesn't care. She's just kind of like, she's just there. My dad has always been the person that's like, you're never gonna make it. Don't do it. You go get a real job. Just do what you're doing.
Yeah.
Don't do what you're doing because you're never gonna make it. And when even now, like, where I show him how much money I make, which is way like I make he like was dumbfounded one time where he was like, damn, you made more money than me this year. So I've made and he's been doing like he does like not carpenter, it's like stairwells, and he like sells what do you call it, balusters and stuff like that. So he like goes into houses, sells the windows, all that kind of stuff. So he makes a shit ton of money. He makes good money. But he still to this day like doesn't see what I do and how good I do. He just tells me that I need to put money away because I'm gonna have to pay taxes, and it's never like, oh, good job. Yeah. So
he never sees eye to eye with you. I'm very sorry to hear about that. I feel like my family is I kind of relate to you in a little way. Not my family wise, but I kind of was the underdog in high school. Everybody doubted me. My personal finance teacher looked at me in my eyes and told me, because she wanted to I was doing a resume for a job that I wanted, and I made a job for becoming a esports player. And I remember she took my resume, she looked me in my eyes, and she just she stood it up, or she kind of got it up in front of everybody and laughed at me. Whole class laughed, and I'll just never forget that, man, because she told me straight up that I'm never gonna make it in life if I want to do something on the computer. And I'll be honest with you, man. Some of these days I want to make an email and just say thank you. I'm not sad about it. You know, I'm not upset with it. I just want to say thank you for pushing me harder than anybody else could. You know, I was doubted in high school as well, so I can relate to you there. Very sorry to hear about the family situation. You know, my sister's like that. She's just a nurse, or she's a doctor now, and she never sees eye to eye. So I'm sure a lot of people can relate to you that way. I'm very sorry to hear about that. So with talking about family, let's kind of move on to something a little bit different, you know, a little more happier, right? I take pride in helping you get on TikTok. I would like to say that.
Yeah.
I did get your dumb ass on TikTok, you know that? And
Yep.
you gave me shit for it for like 3 months.
I did. I'm not fucking doing TikTok.
Dude,
Leave me alone,
this
Genooo.
this is DMs between me and Val. Like, Val, get on TikTok. I'm not doing fucking TikTok, Genooo.
I'm not doing fucking TikTok,
I'm like,
Genooo.
Val, get on TikTok. And he didn't believe me, man. I'll tell you what. You gave me shit for it for a few months, and then you made an account, and I swear to God, it could have been like overnight. You just started doing well. Like, I don't even think there was a period of time where you struggled with it, man. Like, you just went the complete boom with it, man. I think I don't think you regret anymore not being on there. How's that been for you though? How's TikTok been for you?
Up and down roller coaster of fucking emotion. I hate it.
Yeah. TikTok is definitely one of those things that it's confusing sometimes. The algorithm is just the stupidest thing I've ever been a part of. But
if I look at it now, and I go to my TikToks, like,
read some of the comments.
Hold on, where's the one I had this morning? I woke up to it. I like tapped two of these dudes in the face and I said, think they reported me, ? And someone goes, bro, just post everything, anything and everything. I'm like, I'm a content creator, you dumb bitch. What do you want me to do? Not post any content?
Yeah, I get it.
Man.
Hold on. We got a few questions before that, Bell. Hold on. We'll get them. We'll get them, man. Don't worry. Okay. I do want to go back to something a little more happier again. You message me every now and then asking me how I am. I want to say that I'm very appreciative for that. Like, you are one of the guys, when I first started content creation, you would check in on me every now and then. That's when I started giving you shit about TikTok. You know, you would check in on me like, hey, how you doing? I really am thankful for that, man. We've had our fair share of conversations about haters, and that's exactly what I want to get into. Do you get a lot of hate, though? I think I know this question.
I get called Kaban because I'm fat.
Come on now, man.
I
That's
get
a low
at least,
blow, bro.
I get at least 30 to 40 comments a day saying, "Hey Kaban, why are you so mad? Hey Kaban,
oh
why?
My God.
Look. Oh, Kaban making new content. I don't know why. Like, I made a TikTok of me killing Kaban, and somebody was like, "Damn, you look like Kaban." It got like 1,000 likes, and then everybody's been calling me Kaban since then.
Dude?
So I don't know why.
It's free engagement, but Kaban hasn't lost 20 pounds over the last few months, has he? You know, 28 pounds. I just didn't want to get it wrong. I'm proud of you, though. I hope you know that.
I'm gonna calculate it so we can know. So I was 275 when I started, and I'm 247. I lost 28 pounds.
Let's fucking go. Kaban hasn't done that. That motherfucker just has a big ass gun. He gained 50 pounds, bro. Fuck that guy, man. and man, I hate Kaban. I'm about to go to the streets after this raid. Man, don't let them motherfuckers get you down, bro. Don't worry about that.
I've learned to like engage with people. Like, hold on, let me find this. You're gonna love this. Remember when I told you not to read the comments?
Yeah. I do remember, Bell.
So I have this TikTok that has almost 20,000 views on it, right? And it's from 2021. 2021.
Oh,
and this guy goes, you post this as if it's interesting or funny. And I said to him, I know you're not talking. I take one look at your profile and you have the dumbest fucking videos and you have no room to speak. He said, at least you literally just reposted this. At least my cringe videos are one post at a time. And I said, you haven't been on TikTok long enough to get reports of the videos that actually did good. And I said, even my cringe videos from 2 years ago get more videos than every video that you have ever done combined. And he goes, this isn't a big dick competition. And I said, okay, buddy.
This is perfect for the next question. You've always been a vocal creator, and if someone is bothering you, you tell them how it is. Do you notice you do this a lot more nowadays or a lot less? I know with content creation, I've kind of been giving haters the time of day since day one, but I feel like I do it less. You feel like you give them more time of day nowadays, or?
It depends. Depends on how I'm feeling. It depends how my day is going. Depends if I woke up on the wrong side of the bed. In stream, I try to ignore people just because people will come in. Like, I had a guy come in yesterday and he was like talking shit about streamers because they have high endurance and high strength, and he was like calling out streamers and being like, yo, fuck these idiots. And I just like it was a brand new comment, and I was just like watched it go by, and I never responded to him, and then he left and he never came back. Jeez. So yeah, people are gonna come in and hate. Like on TikTok, it's fun because it's more like the more they comment, the more they get pissed off, the more views the video gets, the more money I make, the more mad they get. But they don't realize that they're just fueling my algorithm to make me more money, which is hilarious, and I love it.
You know what I always am absolutely befuddled by is the guys that come into my TikTok live or my comment section. They'll be like, why do I keep seeing you on my For You page? It's like, my brother,
coming in here, idiot.
Do you know how the algorithm works? Like, they commented through 3 videos or something. Like, do you realize the more that you interact with me, even if it's negative, you see more of my shit? Like, oh my God, dude, I'm so glad we got in this conversation because they are dude, I'm telling you right now, I'm not live on TikTok, so I can say this. They are the dumbest motherfuckers ever. I swear to God. I'm not even trying to be disrespectful.
I'm trying not to call people idiots, but man, I want to call people idiots all day long.
Man, bro. Oh my gosh.
But
Twitch chat's better. Twitch chat's better.
I also will block people like that on Twitter.
Yeah.
Because people will say some dumb shit and I'll just insta block them. And I have people come into my chat and go, well, why'd you block me? And I'm like, who are you? And he's like, I'm blah, blah, blah. I'm on my burner account. I was like, get the fuck off your burner account then. Why are you commenting dumb shit on my fucking tweets? Yeah. I'm going to block you if you're going to do that shit. No, and then I just ban him out of my chat because I don't give a fuck.
Oh, man. That's fucking great, Val. That's great. So we just talked about TikTok, which is perfect transition going into this question. Do you think TikTok is giving you more hate on a daily? Because I would say so for me. It's giving me a lot more hate, especially in my Twitch streams.
I have more people coming in saying, oh my God, dude, you're the surprise mother bitch guy. I love you. You're amazing. Keep up the good work. I love your content. Like, I've had like 3 people this morning come in and be like, hey, I'm from TikTok. What's up? So I have a lot more positive interactions from people. Like, I feel like the people that come from TikTok are more like, hey, what's up? How are you? I may get one from time. It's like, fuck you or whatever. But I think that's just Twitch.
Yeah, 100%. Do you like TikTok in regards to getting people from there more than anything else?
I don't really convert. I mean, if they come over, they come over. Yeah. Like, I don't try to force people to come over.
Yeah,
and I'm like, yo, come to my stream. You guys, right now, come to my stream. Yeah. Come over here and hang out. I don't do that. I just kind of roll with it. I do that
sometimes, I'm going to be honest, just so I can get rid of the motherfuckers. Just so I can get rid of them, Some of the guys, I'll get a hate comment in the TikTok live, and I'll be like, what's up, guys? By the way, I'm live on Twitch right now. That dude that hating, he's not coming over, so I don't have to deal with him anymore. So that's funny that you mentioned. Anything that you want to say specifically to the haters?
I don't care.
You got a message for him?
No. Okay, so what did Tom Holland said something?
I know this quote. Yeah.
He said, if you have a problem with me, text me. But if you don't have my phone number, you don't know me enough to have a problem with me. People don't know me enough to have a problem with me. People don't know who I am. People don't give me the time of day, and they go, well, all you do is scream and yell. But in reality, I only scream maybe 4 or 5 times. Okay, a lot more. But I don't scream. I'm not all I'm doing is just screaming at the top of my lungs my whole stream. You know what I mean? I'm chill. I have a good time. I talk to chat. We listen to good music. We just have a great time. And then I may get shot at in the middle of the evening raid and I scream like a little girl. I just had,
Nothing wrong with that, bro. That's just how it is. Haters are gonna hate, right? I do find it funny that you mentioned 4 to 5 screams per day or per stream. That's just you think
bullshit. That's a lie. I lied. That was a lie.
You lied straight to my face, Vel. I thought we're friends. I do want to move on from the hater subject. I do want to still talk about content creation. I made something for us. Now I'm going to live stream it on Discord, but I'm going to pull up Microsoft Paint here, and then I'm going to stream it for you. And let me see here. We're going to pull this up. Now, you can't see it just yet. Let me pull this up for you. There we go.
A lot of tiny wieners?
No, it's not tiny wieners. It is actually 3 tips for creators.
I don't see it.
You can see it right here. Can you not see it?
No. Wait, hold on.
It should be available for you.
What did I do? Hold on. I don't see anything. I see you and me.
Oh shit, that's my camera.
He left.
Okay, hold on. I don't know if you can see that. It says it's up for me.
Oh, okay, I got it.
You got it?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I made this little thing for you. 3 tips for creators. We're talking about content creation. I want to go over maybe some of your tips and I know a lot of people ask you, especially me. A lot of tips. I really just want you to give the best advice that you got, and you got 3 little spots here for it. So, starting off with number 1, do you have any like specific tips for creators? Keep it short. Don't let the haters get to you.
Don't expect, or hold on. Don't. Why don't you type it in there? You're gonna write like.
Yeah, I mean, I can. Here we go. Don't.
Don't jump into this as thinking that you want to make money.
Okay.
I've had so many people that I've known throughout the years.
Hold on. I'm fixing this. Don't worry.
Yeah, you got it.
I got it.
That have said to me, "Oh, I want to stream because I want to make money."
Yeah, I agree with that.
And that is the biggest mistake you will ever make, because there's a lot of people that don't get to have what other content creators have. Like, streaming is hard, but you also it's hard to, like, how do I explain this? I don't know. It's so hard. Like, there's some streamers that have thousands of viewers that only have 300-400 subs. Mm-hmm. But when I, as a streamer that only averages 100 to 200 viewers, I average between 2,000 to 3,000 subs a month.
Yeah.
So there's so many people out there that don't make the money to stream, and it's hard to keep up because of the fact that, expenses with living and everything. And so many people will come into streaming and go, I want to make a ton of money. And it just doesn't work like that. And then you end up failing, and then you end up not being able to do it. And then you end up hating it.
Yeah.
And I've seen so many people from the 8 years that I've been streaming that have started to stream. And, like, I could probably tell you 20 people that I know that have started, they enjoyed what they were doing, and then they wanted to make more money, and then they quit and they deleted everything. That's
when it goes downhill. I've always said this. So many people a day come into TikTok Live, what's your number 1 tip for starting streaming? And I just say, make it a hobby. Like, video games and streaming to me when I first started was a hobby, right? Like, when you start to make that money, sure, maybe your mindset switches, but when you jump straight to streaming and think, oh, I'm going to make this my job, I'm going to quit my job in 6 months, and I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, right? Like, that's when you start failing, and I think that's a very good tip. Now, do you have a number 2? Number 2 here?
Be consistent. There's a lot of consistency is key. A lot of people will stream and then they'll quit for a while, and then they'll stream and then they'll quit for a while. And I'll say this, maybe this is the reason why it took me 8 years, or I've been streaming for what, 3 years in the Tarkov community, so 6 years, or 5 years. Being consistent with everything that you're doing, meaning even if you're only doing 1 to 2 TikToks a week, you put them on at the same time, the same days. So Monday, Friday at 5 p.m. And those are the days that you always put your TikToks out. Or shorts only go out on Wednesdays at 5 p.m. Or a video, just it has to be consistent, because then people get into a routine and then they realize, okay, Friday at 5 p.m. that video is going to be live and I'm going to be there to watch it. Mine's Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every single week.
Consistency,
consistent. And TikTok is, I do one every night at like around 8, and I do every morning I wake up, I post one right when I wake up. So everybody knows evening, morning for Velion's TikToks if they want to watch it, and streaming every day at 7:30.
That's why I mentioned to a lot of those people that ask me, like, you know, what's your number one tip? I also mention a schedule. You know, I think a schedule starting out, maybe not starting out completely. You need to have a few weeks of trial period, in my opinion. You know, try what days are good for you, what days are bad, what times are good, what times are bad. Right? Like, have a trial period, but have a schedule, right? And that's the only way that you're going to grow. If your viewers don't know when you're going to go live, they're not going to have your twitch.tv/Velion up. You know, they're not going to be in the chat waiting for you to go live. If you don't have that schedule, it's very important, or it's very hard to be successful in the field, I feel like, you know? So I definitely agree with you there. Consistency is key. Now, number 3, last tip.
Don't give up.
Don't give up. Never back down. Never what?
Surrender.
Wait,
so
you
many
don't know
people...
that?
No. What
Never
is it?
back down. Never what? It's Nick A30, bro. It's a hilarious TikTok. Oh, man. Gosh dang it.
Don't give up. So
like
many people, like, you never know where you could be. Like, what is that picture that I've always seen of that guy that's pickaxing towards diamonds, and it shows he's like this close from hitting the diamonds, and then there's another guy right above him and he's like that close away from getting it, and he's still going. You never know what's going to happen. You never know that posting one video, and that's why, you know, so many people may be like, well, Vel, why do you just post everything? Because anything on TikTok, you never know what's going to hit.
Yeah.
And I'll say this. I post my videos and me tapping 2 dudes in the face gets 1,000 views. I tap a scav in the face and he screams and yells for 2 minutes and it gets 500,000 views. You would never think that posting one clip of the dumbest shit ever is going to get 500K views. And that's 500,000 eyeballs that see you. Or 100,000 eyeballs, because we have 2 of them. 100,000 eyeballs that see you and go, damn, I want to go check out that guy on stream and see what he's like. And then you may go from 10 viewers to 30 viewers. Like, you never know. And so many people just, like, that goes back to being consistent, is posting everything that you can and not giving up. And I tell you, there's so many times where, or I've said this before, where when I wasn't consistent, I would take a break. And then I would go and, you know, take a break for 2 months, or I would have to move. And then if I move, it would be 2-3 months when I like would come back to stream, and I would have 5 less viewers, because the 5 other people 2 months ago kind of went on and met other people,
found other streamers and stuff. I want to go back to your point. You mentioned that like some of the videos that you don't necessarily. I'm sure you can relate to this. Some of the most popular videos I've uploaded to TikTok and Twitter and stuff are the videos that I thought were gonna be dumb. I don't know if you agree with me there, but genuinely, like some of the videos that I've uploaded to TikTok of me shooting a scav that I expected to get 20 views it blows up more than the videos that I think are gonna do well. I assume you agree there?
Yeah, I mean, there's things that you do. I put more effort into videos, and I think that you're going to do really good, and they get a couple thousand views.
Yeah.
And then I post some dumb shit, and it gets 600K. Like, I can't tell you how many times that I'll post a TikTok, And let's see, what was my last one that got 600K? Let's see. I had one.
You've had a lot of great TikToks recently. Props to you, man. You got the 100K and you're at like what, 102 now, 103? Probably.
Yeah, we're at 107,000.
Jeez, bro.
They've gotten 7,000 since the start of Wipe. But I posted a TikTok of me peeking a rogue. And I'm like, I'm gonna peek it. And then I peeked him again. I'm gonna peek it. And then like he keeps shooting at me, not killing me. It got 600,000 views. Yep. So like,
you know what I find funny about some of your TikToks is that I think I'm not saying that you wouldn't scream in the scenario, but there are some times that you just get loud and like, let's say like a scab shoots you or something and you scream because it scares you. I think it's hilarious seeing the people in the comments. I feel like to an extent you sometimes bait them. You know, you bait those comments out, bro. I see you, man. Don't try and
I don't bait people. I do
that's
that
who you
because
are, right? Yeah.
It's just who I am, and like it's more so like Chad thinks it's fucking hilarious.
Yeah. No, 100%.
I'm not worried about any of the people. I mean, like I love my TikTok community.
Yeah.
But like I'm more worried about my Twitch community because they support me the most. You know what I mean?
100%.
If it wasn't for Twitch, I wouldn't be able to do what I do every day.
Yeah.
So like I'm more so worried about them, and like I can't tell you how many times I get shot by a scav and I scream and the whole chat just starts like laughing, and it's like
the best feeling.
I don't do it on purpose, but it's still like it's funny.
No, that is funny. That ends actually our top 3 tips. So let's just get a little recap. Don't jump and make money. I think that's a good one. Consistency is key, and don't give up. Is there any other maybe honorable mention tip or anything that you want to add, or you think your list is pretty solidified?
Have a bigger wiener.
Okay. All right. Well,
bigger wiener equals more views.
Well, you know what? For TOS purposes, we'll just say PP big.
Bigger PP.
Yep.
Bigger PP.
Yep.
Bigger PP.
Yep. We'll go there. All right. That does equal more views. Trust me. I would not know.
Me too.
With that being said, thank you, Vel, for that. I appreciate that. We're going to close out of there. We are going to go straight to another screen real quick. I'm just going to go to this camera and then save that. We are going to do a little throwback section. Now, we aren't throwing it back like TikTok throwing it back, but we are going to be throwing it back a different way. Let me pull this up for you real quick. I do want to ask you, is there anything that surprised, or any clip that you remember that kind of like was from a while ago that you might have forgot about? Or like, is there any clip? Let me actually, you know what? I'm just going to
forget about everything.
Yeah,
I forget about everything.
You're a very forgetful person.
I am.
I'm going to take you to a tweet of yours. Let me do this real quick. Let me pull this up for you. And then I'm going to stream in Discord very similar to what I did before. Let me see here. Let me see there. All right. You good to go? Can you see that? Just got to make sure everything's good to go. What is this, Val? What is this? All right. I went back to 2018, by the way. What is this shit?
One of my viewers made it for me.
Yeah, I see that. You can't Wu-Tang better than me, bro.
He made a like. I have like 4 or 5 gifts that he's made me, and I have them.
Oh my gosh, bro! Look at this. I saw that, and you look at what you were playing, bro. Fortnite.
Yep.
Yeah. Man, I'll tell you what. I normally don't find any questionable tweets. Going back in people's like in tweets, bro. You have some pretty crazy. You know, you used to have a bot for Twitter that when you liked a YouTube video, it showed you what you liked. And it would go straight to your tweet. Yeah. It would go, like, I saw one before that you liked like a song or something, and you liked it. And it showed up on the tweet. It was like, I liked this. You know, go check this out. I thought it was hilarious. But no, that's one of the tweets that we're going to bring up. I just think that GIF is hilarious. For all the audio viewers out there, I do want to point out that I try and make this as best as I can for you. This is like Vel in some sort of costume, and he kind of looks shirtless, and there's just a lot going on, and he's dancing. So that's exactly what was going on there. I do want to go back to another tweet here.
Hold on, before we do, I gotta show you something.
You are all good. Take your time.
All right, go to this. I'm gonna send you this.
Okay.
Go to 2 minutes and 35 seconds.
What is this?
You can show it on screen. It's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong. It's okay.
Oh yeah, I know this.
2 minutes and 35 seconds.
Yep. Hold on. Let me screen share this for you. Right there.
All right.
What is this about?
Okay, so you hit it. Go. I'm doing the nunchucks, right? And I have a little stick figure guy. Boom, breaks. And I'm like, oh fuck. Okay. What do I do? Okay, we keep going.
Bro, you look like that one cool uncle.
That was on Fail Army, by the way. That was on Fail Army. They paid me it was like $100 to $150 for this clip, and then this clip is on Ridiculousness. There's an episode of Ridiculousness that my mom was watching, and it was on Ridiculousness.
Oh my god, what is this dent too, bro? You were gaming back then, huh?
Bro, you don't. I still have the dent.
Yeah,
I just have hair.
Yeah, that's crazy. That dent goes crazy too. Oh my gosh, bro, that's hilarious. Oh my gosh. For all the audio viewers out there, he's doing something with what are these called? Nunchucks?
Nunchucks or nunchucks?
Yeah, whatever they're called, man. He's doing some tricks and he breaks it. Anyway, I do want to go to another tweet though, since you sent me that video. That's awesome. This was actually back in 2020. I found it. You hit 10K followers about December 29th, 2020. I just want to point out the progress, man. Like 3 years now. What are you at on Twitch? You got to be
almost 50K, I think.
Almost 50K, bro. 3 years later, 50K. You're averaging like what, 13 and a half a year? That's crazy, Val. I think that's how that works. Yeah, that's crazy. Look at the progress, bro. Like that's just all inspiring, man. That's all it is. That's so cool. Now I do want to bring up some Twitch clips as well. Let me bring some of these up. Let me actually okay, all right. Well, here's a shirtless Velion, in case you're curious about this. Let me actually pull up the other one just so I can have it in my archives here. We have a bunch here. Don't worry. Okay, if you guys don't know, Velion shirtless here.
It was a sub goal.
Yeah.
And my fucking armpit hair got ripped off.
Let's just watch this real quick. Okay?
It hurts so bad.
Is that rag in your mouth so you don't
like fucking bite my tongue?
2, 1.
That just looks like it hurts, man. Hold on, I gotta do something real quick.
I still have the fucking hair. She did it the wrong way. All the hair is like on there. Like if you look at it, she did it the wrong way.
1.
And she pulled it and it didn't take any of the hair off. And I still have all the wax on there.
Oh my god.
It fucking hurts so bad.
How'd you get the wax off, or did you just do another strip?
You got to do another one, and it just rips the hair off.
Oh my god, that looks painful, bro. What?
Yeah.
I love your scream. Audio viewers are gonna have a great time with this one.
2, 1.
It just looks. No, I could not do that. I have a lot of hair too. That's hilarious. That was content.
So bad,
that was content.
It hurts so bad. Stop playing it. I can feel it hurting.
Oh my god, bro. All right, so that was a funny clip. I do want to bring in something that I think you know all too well. This is kind of what started everything, I feel like, on TikTok. Not started everything, but this is what kind of blew up overnight. I don't know. This one. Man, just the iconic, bro.
That clip. It wasn't a scam this time.
Yeah, well, you got really shit for the first one, right?
The first one got like 4 million views.
Yeah. That guy is juice.
Yeah.
That guy is literally. It inspired so many content creators, Vel, like just doing stuff like this. Right?
Did you know? Did you know that I've gotten shit because Dr. Lupo would sit in there and do that?
Really?
He started doing it after me, or like it was like at the same time, or he did it like a little bit after me, and then I've gotten like so much shit from people like, bro, why do you copy
my
Dr.
gosh.
Lupo?
It's so iconic. You made merch around it.
I yell different things though.
That's crazy. I love that clip. It's so iconic, and I feel like everybody in your community knows about it. You know, especially people from TikTok and everything. And that guy's juiced, man.
Yeah, he was. This is when like Tarkov was fun though.
Prime Tarkov,
It was
man.
like prime Tarkov,
Yep.
where you're able
I think
to,
this is
you
2
know,
years ago. It was.
have like all the cool stuff and a
Yep.
bunch of money, and everybody had a good time, and now everybody hates it.
Now everybody hates it, man. Let me see here. I don't think I have any more clips. Oh yeah. We don't have any more clips, so I'm gonna actually end this for you. And we're gonna do that. We're gonna go back to this scene, and then we're just gonna share my camera again, and then we're gonna go back to this scene. Let me pull you up. I do want to ask one more throwback question though. While we're here, with the surprise mother bitch being like your signature move, I would say that's your like signature move. Have you thought anything like a streamer item around it?
Nah.
If not, then what would your streamer item be in Tarkov? Have you thought about that?
A can of Vienna sausages,
Okay.
and your PMC would stick his finger in the can and then pull it out, and it would jiggle a little bit, and then you take a bite out of it.
Okay, like small wiener.
Small wieners.
Nothing wrong with that, man. Nothing wrong with that. I was thinking more so like maybe like baby legs or something. You know, like having a PMC, you know, glitch or something. Have baby leg. You know, that's funny. That's the throwback section. So I appreciate you you letting me show some of those clips, even though you had no clue about them. I love seeing you in Pacey's and getting armpit hair ripped out. Anyway.
That was terrible. That hurt so bad, dude. Don't do it.
We're gonna move on and talk about life and mental health. Now, this is something that I'm a big advocate for. I think you're a big advocate for. Content creators, you know, we have a rough go when it comes to, you know, mental health, right? Like a lot of us suffer from a lot of imposter syndrome, you know, suffer from that sort of stuff. So I kind of want to do I wanted to know a little bit more about you and some of your life. So if there's anything that you don't want to answer, which I don't think there anything in here that's going to be like that, don't answer it, but that's okay. I know you're a very vocal person, Vel. I do think that's one thing I know about you very, very well, is that you're a very vocal person, especially in video games. However, I know more than games. Are you a vocal person like in life as well? Like if there's an issue in life, not really?
Well, I mean, obviously if there's an issue, yeah. But I honestly stick to myself. I don't hang out with people. I don't go outside. Like I'll go hunting and hang around my family, but like I don't try to like go and party and go out and do stuff like that. You know, so I'm very quiet. I'll go sit on the couch and take a nap and chillax.
Those are the best type of people, though, dude. Like a lot of that party lifestyle, in my opinion, is very overrated, and I think as a content creator, I can say that sort of thing. You know, I feel like, at least. No, that's awesome though. It's not. There's things in life that we can control and not control, and I think it's very important to determine what we can and can't. Right? If we can't control something, you know, we don't have to be vocal on it. So I'm glad you're vocal on the things that you can control, you know, whether it be Tarkov and desync and getting some of the issues discussed in video games. So I like that. With you though, Vel, you're the only creator I have interviewed that has a kid. How has becoming a dad changed your life as a person?
Fucking love it.
You love it.
Okay, I read something the other day, and it said so many people will say, if I have a kid, I can't remember exactly what it was. If I have a kid, it'll limit me from having time to do stuff, right? Mm-hmm. But having a kid, I work so hard, and I try to do the best that I possibly can to give for him and like do better for him, that I have so much time that I can go and do whatever I want now. And like having a kid makes you realize like, damn, I need to set my shit up. And I need to do stuff for him and it's not just for me anymore. It's for him. So
Yeah,
being a dad is the best thing in the world, in my opinion.
Yeah, and you have somebody dependent on you too, right? Like when you have those days where you don't necessarily, as streamers, right? We have to be very self-disciplined. Sometimes the comfort of our bed is too addicting that we don't want to get up and stream sometimes. But now with a child, right? He's kind of dependent on you. He kind of he's dependent on the fact that you have to get up and make a living and do your job and stuff. So I'm sure that's pushed you as a creator a lot. Yeah.
That and his little funny things that he always says to me. Here's two good ones.
Okay.
Yesterday, I've been working out, losing weight, and doing all that good stuff. He said to me, he said, "Dad, if you keep working out, your bones aren't going to fit you." that was, I swear to, that was, we were walking out to go around the neighborhood, walk my mile, and he said to me, straight as can be, like stone cold, if you keep working out, your bones aren't going to fit you, Dad.
That's so cute though, man. That's so cute.
And then so the water hose that we have outside, it cracked because it froze, so it has like a hole in it and it shoots when you turn it on. And I'm like, how'd that happen, Jacob? Did you do it? And he goes, no, Dad, it was probably the woodpeckers.
I don't know, they're gonna be pecking at the hose, but that's cute though, man. I'm sure that puts a smile on your face, especially if you have a bad day or something like that is just like, it's just so wholesome, I think that's done a lot for you, I'm sure.
I said, I'm like, Jacob, okay, Jacob, say the name woodpecker. He goes, woodpecker. And I said, okay, what do they peck? He said, wood. And I said, why would they be pecking a water hose? He goes, I don't know. They could just be doing it. Like, dude.
I mean, what if he's right though? Maybe they needed some water or something. I might be on little guy's side here. I'm gonna be honest. He could. I will say this isn't in the script or anything, but if you guys did not know this, I actually got the honor to play with Mr. Velion and Jacob one time, and it was on Roblox. And we played a few different game modes. One of them, he showed us like his roller coaster or something like that. And another one was like a military tycoon type of thing. And let me just say that there was a payment option on the server to nuke the entire server for $5. And not only did I spend $25 that day, but I also think I scared Jacob a little bit because I nuked the server 5 times.
But he also had like he had like a plane and everything, and he kept killing you, didn't he?
Yeah, he focused me after I nuked him once. But that was great, man. And then he started nuking me back. He said I think he said this specifically, like, I didn't need to spend more money, Dad, or something like that. I think that was hilarious.
I think that's always what he says every day. He came down yesterday, and he's playing like ranked Fortnite now, and he got silver. He's like, Dad, if I get gold, will you give me 1,000 V-Bucks? I was like, no, get out of here. I'm not giving you 1,000 V-Bucks to get gold in Fortnite. Get out of here. He's like, but please. I'm like, no.
Oh,
like,
man. That's
get out
awesome.
of here, dude.
That's so awesome. I don't know, man. I'm not trying to get into the future too much, but I'm excited to be a dad. Like, I think I need the other partner first, but I'm excited to be a father, man.
I think when you stop wearing pajama pants to the gym, you might meet somebody.
All right, that's hilarious, Vel. No, but dead ass. I'd be looking at smokers and like how well a lawn is mowed nowadays, and I don't think that's something a 21-year-old should be going through.
You want to know what a 31-year-old does?
What?
I don't mow my fucking lawn. I pay somebody to do it.
I paid somebody to do it this year too. Don't worry.
I have a guy that comes twice a month. It's like $100 every time he comes, so $200 a month for him, and they everything.
Yeah, it's nice. I remember my parents came to me this year. They were like, "We're gonna need you to mow the lawn." I'm like,
well, let me find somebody to do it for me.
well, I told them, I was like, you guys know I'm highly allergic to fresh cut grass. Like I'll be stuffy for weeks, you know. And I told him it's gonna affect my job. You know, it's gonna make me more tired. It's gonna make me feel like crap, you know. So I told him I'm just paying. I think we have it's like $900 a year. I think something crazy like that. And then like in the winter, I think we have snow removal. I don't really know what it is, but yeah, I definitely don't mow the lawn anymore. But I'd be examining other people's lawns. You know, I'd be looking at like the striping in the lawn and stuff, and I'm like, wow, that's impressive. You know, and I don't think that's a 21-year-old mindset that I should be in. But you know, one of these days I'm gonna be a father. You know, I'm very excited. I try not to look at it too much. But speaking about being a father, how has it changed? So we kind of talked about it changed you as a creator. How much has it changed you, like as a like your life, like your outlook on life? Has it changed a lot?
I was a lazy bitch before I had Jacob, and I've had so many people in my life be like, "Damn, you work so hard now, and you grind." Like they don't say grind because they're like older people, but they're like you do what needs to be done to support Jacob. And like I don't spend my money on me. Like I may buy things here and there, but I don't go out and spend absurd amount of money because I want to keep it for Jacob so that he's taken care of in the future.
Yeah.
So, you know, when Jacob needs new clothes, all that kind of stuff, he has all that stuff. But it's made it to the point where I think we talked about it, where it's like I worry about him more than myself. It's all about what he has, and it changes you as a person, as you go from being lazy and kind of just half-assing everything to like I try to do the best I possibly can at everything that I do.
Yeah, it's a good mindset to be in, and I think it's one of those things. It's another question, right? Like I've heard a lot of people say that when they became a dad, they became a lot more patient with things. Do you think it's made you more patient in life? You know, and especially in the content creation field. If somebody comes in and you know, I know you're quick to block people on Twitter, but let's say somebody, you know, this is gonna sound weird, but like respectfully hates you. You know, like talk shit, but like respectfully does so. Do you have more patience with them? You know, because
wait, hold on. What do you mean respectfully talk shit?
Yeah. Okay, so there's...
Give me a scenario.
Hold on,
put a scenario in my head.
I got you, Val, okay?
Go.
For example, somebody on TikTok will be like, the disrespectful, hateful is like, oh, you look stupid or you smell terrible, right? Like the respectful, hateful is like, I don't mean this to be rude or anything, but do you smell bad? Like that type of thing. Like when somebody is kind of on the line of being hateful, like they are trying to get under your skin, but they're also being respectful at the same time. Do you find yourself
not being
having
respectful? They're doing it on purpose. I block them or mute them.
Okay.
Fuck them.
Well, so you don't have more patience. So you think
How many people? Okay, Google right now on your computer. How many people are in the world right now? At this very second, how many people are in the world?
There's a lot of them.
Just Google it.
At least 3.
Just Google it and see how many people are in the world. This is a thing that I tell myself all the time. How many people?
7.888 billion.
Okay, so out of 7.8 billion, the one fucking douchebag that's trying to get under my skin, I don't give a fuck about. That's the biggest thing for me as a content creator, is that I don't give a fuck if you like me. If you're gonna talk shit and you're gonna try to get under my skin, just leave, or I'm gonna block you and you're never coming back to my stream. You know how many times I block people or I ban them and they come back begging to be a part of my community because how fucking awesome my community is?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not trying to be the type of person that's like, well, I have the best community. I have a good community, but I have a community that's loving, caring. There's great people. We shoot the shit. I play with my viewers. I help my viewers, and it's like it's more so not really a community. It's more so like a big family. Like we all, like, you know how I give you shit all the time, like how you're, you know, you wear pajama pants. Like, why are you wearing pajama pants? It's because I like you and I give you give you crap. It's like how siblings give everybody crap.
Yeah.
And people will come in and be like, dude, you look really fat, respectively. And I'm like, well, you look really fucking blocked right now. Bye. And that, like, I don't care because one person will replace another person. There's so many people in this world to care about what that one person is going to say to me than to sit here and try to like talk to that person. And I used to do that when I was a smaller streamer, and there's, I'm sure there's smaller streamers in both of our chats right now that, I'll give you an example is what I used to do is people would come in and I would try to talk to them and I'd be like, hey, how are you doing? Are you having a bad day? Now I don't give a fuck. I used to care because I wanted people to like me. I wanted people to come into my chat. I wanted to see if I could get that guy to say as a viewer. Now, I don't give a fuck if you want to be my viewer or not. Like, you're going to come in and be shitty, and the first thing you're going to say to me is rude and disrespectful, you're banned out of my chat. Like, it's just how it is. Like, I don't have time to waste on people that are trying to fuck with my mental state. I already have enough shit going on in my life that my head is wrapped around. I don't need someone that I've never talked to. The first thing they're going to say to me is just being shitty.
I think I think I need to get in that mindset slowly. Eventually, I'll get there, but I definitely understand that. Fun fact, actually, and this is gonna sound crazy to you. I don't have a singular person on Twitter blocked. I don't have a single person. Not one person is blocked on Twitter.
I have so many people blocked. The first, literally, there are so many people that if you have no profile picture, you follow nobody, and you have no tweets, retweets, and you're only liking and commenting on my shit and being disrespectful and calling me fat and shit, I'm blocking you. I've had times where I've gone to people's Twitters, they have no profile picture, no nothing, and they've only I've had a guy from 3 years ago, all he does is comment on my TikToks and talk shit about me. Tells me I'm fat and ugly and stupid and tries to argue with me, but he's been I just found him a month ago and I blocked him. I was like, how do you have this much time to hate me for that many years? Why? What is so do you hate your life that bad to just hate on somebody that you have no idea who they are?
People are just so. I always go by the saying, Vel, that people that try to bring you down are already down below you. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
And that's just the truth, right? Everybody that hates on us, whether it be on TikTok or Twitch, right? They're projecting their own insecurities, right? If they come in and think that I look stupid or that I am fat or something like that, then they're insecure with themselves. You'll never see a 1 million subscriber YouTuber hate on somebody for making a YouTube channel. You'll never see a successful business owner makes fun of somebody for making his or creating his own business, right? You'll never hear that, right? When you're so far ahead of the competition, you're not going to talk down on the competition. Does that make sense? And I think that's a very good mindset that I live in. A lion doesn't lose sleep over the sheep's opinion type shit, right? It's very important for that.
It's more so if you have nothing and I say this all the time. I say this to Jacob. If you have nothing nice to say to somebody, then don't say it.
Yeah. 100%.
I don't care if somebody's being shitty to if somebody's being shitty and I don't agree of what they're saying, I will voice hey, this is not cool. Why are you acting like this? I'm not gonna be like, yo, fuck you, you're stupid and fat idiot.
Yeah.
I don't want to. I'm not gonna be rude and disrespectful to somebody, but I'm gonna be like, look, dude, chill out. You don't need to be acting like this. Why? Calm down. What's going on? But then when they start targeting me, and that's when it's just block.
Yep. I need to start doing that. I really do. I'm very proud of the progress you've made, Vel. I'm gonna be honest. I know I've been hyping you up all this podcast, but realistically, you never used to be like that. I remember when I used to talk to you about haters and stuff. We used to never block these people. We always used to be more views, or this guy sucks, so I'm just gonna keep him around and make a fool of him. I'm still stuck in that mindset, unfortunately, but you seem to just. Yep, you're blocked, and that's a good thing to do, right? It's important to have that, right? It's important to have that mindset to know that, people that hate on you don't deserve your mental health. They don't deserve your time. They don't deserve to see you succeed. I think that's very important.
I cannot wait until Twitch puts out the thing where when you block people or ban people, they can never watch your stream again.
Yep.
They're banned from actually viewing your stream.
If you block somebody on Twitch, I believe that happens. I believe if you block somebody.
I don't even know if you can block. I don't even know how to block people.
/block. It's not. It's
Really?
kind of, yeah. Just slash block and chat, and you can block somebody, and they can't watch your stream. I think. Yeah, but that's what they're trying to revert or do to the ban system, is that they're trying to make it like the block system. But you know how Twitch is; it takes 8 years to do everything. You know, so who knows? But speaking about being a father and all of that jazz, I wanted to mention that Jacob has his own gaming channel now, doesn't he? Or
He
in the
does.
progress, in the
He does.
progress,
We have
bro.
everything made for him.
Can we get a shout out for Jacob, or is he not ready for the spotlight yet?
Sharky Spark.
Oh,
Hold on.
We're gonna have to. I'll be posting it in the podcast description and everything, man. We'll be hyping this guy's channel up. Let's go. Jacob has his own channel now.
Here, I'll link it. He's got 40 subs. He said when he hits 100 subscribers, he's giving away a PC. Or no, he came in and goes, he came in when we first got his channel going. He's like, when we hit 100,000 subscribers, I'm gonna give away a computer. Like, bro,
Oh, Stints
100K?
is shaking in his boots right now. Stints is shaking in his boots right now. He's like, oh my God, I'm gonna have to deal with this. No, that's awesome, man. Make sure you guys, I'm going to keep this for later. I'm actually going to send this to you. I'll put that in the podcast description and everything. That's awesome, man. That's really, really, really cool. He has his logo set up and everything.
Yeah, I got him a logo made because he likes sharks.
Yeah, it just looks so cool. Let's go, man. That's just so awesome. I assume he's taken a lot of inspiration from his dad. I assume, you know, he looked at you being a creator and he kind of...
Going back to another thing, a funny thing that he says, I swear to God, like this is the worst. I have to like sit him down, like, Jacob, stop telling people this, dude. Like, I'm serious, man. We will be walking in this store, and we will stop to talk to somebody, and it may be like a very nice looking lady, okay?
Yeah.
And he goes, yeah, my dad plays video games. He eats bugs.
Oh, Jacob, man. He is not the wingman yet.
There is nothing that he is never like, yeah, my dad plays video games. He's really cool. It's my dad eats bugs. It's like, bro, what? Why do you have to just stop telling people that?
I guarantee
People
he's
are gonna
hyping
hate
you up.
us.
He's hyping you up in class right now, bro. You know, they're going around. Jacob, would you like to give a fact about yourself? Yeah, my dad eats bugs. Like,
bugs.
He's hyping you up right now, brother.
And that's the thing is he might be hyping me up, but in all reality, these little kids are probably gonna go back to their parents and be like, yeah, Jacob's dads eat bugs.
Yeah.
And they're like, you're never going to that guy's house ever. You're never hanging out with Jacob. I'm like, Jacob, you gotta stop doing that, dude. Man. You're not gonna have no friends, bro. You better chill out.
That is hilarious. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine high school, man? He's just like, you want to hang over? You want to hang out, Jacob? Yeah, you can go back to my place. Well, I don't really want to, man, anymore. Sorry about that. I heard your dad eats bugs. You know, like, could you imagine that, bro? Nah, that's hilarious.
I'm still eating bugs by the time Jacob's in high school. We got a fucking problem. We got a problem.
Oh man! Shout out Jacob again. The link will be in the podcast description and everything, and I can post it in Twitch chat again. But that's awesome, man. Having a child just seems to have so much influence on your life. So I'm glad that it kind of has done that for you. Now, speaking about family and content creation and gaming, do you feel like you balance it all well? Like, I know a lot of people struggle with the balance of things, right? Like, I have my job and I'm gaming Tarkov today and 9 hours of Tarkov. And do you feel like you balance outside life, you know, with gaming and content creation well?
I stream a lot.
Yeah.
And I could probably stream less, but Jacob kind of like does his own thing. You know, Jacob plays games and there'll be times where he's like, Dad, let's watch a movie. So we'll watch movies together and stuff like that. So like, when I grew up, my dad forced a lot of stuff on me and it made me hate all the things that he forced on me.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be that type of dad where it's like, you're doing this, you're not playing this.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if he's having fun, and you know, this day and age, like there are, like he has little, you know, there's kids in the neighborhood that we met while I was walking around the neighborhood with him that are really nice kids. He comes out, he's got a trampoline, all that stuff. They jump on the trampoline, have a good time. But he's having fun upstairs. And like, I feel like a lot of people, like my parents or your parents, didn't understand like, gaming is like, I have friends that I have a viewer, His name is Skit the God. I've been friends with him for 7 years. I met him on CSGO, and we've been friends for 7 years. He's been subbed to me for 6 years, something like that. And he's honestly, I can only say he's probably one of the people that I've known from playing games, and I've had him as a friend ever since then. And I don't have any other friends from like high school or middle school or nothing like that.
That's awesome.
I don't have IRL friends.
Yeah.
All my friends came from gaming. So he's upstairs having a blast, screaming, yelling, kicking butt on Fortnite and stuff like that. And I don't want to take stuff away from him. Like, so yeah, I try to balance it where it's more so like when he wants to come and hang out, we'll hang out, or he'll ask me to play Fortnite, or we played Apex together a little bit, or we play Tarkov together sometimes because I bought him an EOD account so that he could play Tarkov with me whenever he wants. So I try to like game with him instead of being like forcing him to go outside, which none of us who wants to go outside and touch grass?
I'm allergic to it anyway, so that's
as you said that, the more I realize every night we go for a mile walk. So we get to hang out. We hang out, go for a mile walk. He has a hoverboard, rides his hoverboard around, and I walk for a mile, and we just chit chat the whole time.
So it seems like you balance it well, man. That's good. It's always, it's so inspiring seeing somebody that has not only I would say a very difficult job in a sense of how mentally rough it is, but I feel like you balance your mental health very well. You know, you block the people that don't deserve your time. You do things that take care of yourself. You know, that's really, really cool, man. Like, it sounds to me that you balance it all very, very well.
I'll be honest with you, like, before I started walking and lifting weights and working out, I hated everything. Yep. My mental health was shit.
Yeah.
I hated myself.
Yeah.
I hate saying this because a lot of people, like, it makes me feel bad for saying it, but I hated myself in my own skin. I think I told you that. And then I started working out, and like, the night and day of how I feel now is when I go for walks, man, like it clears my brain, and it's like I'm like fine. Like walking, working out, and like all the people that have seen it on Twitter, that like I didn't think I was motivating anybody. I'm just doing what I'm doing to try to make myself feel better. And I have so many DMs from people going, dude, I love you. You know, you motivated me to get back into working out and lifting weights and walking and eating better. And I've had probably 30 messages from that, like not even thinking I was doing anything like that, but working out and doing that kind of stuff has made my mental health 1,000 times better. And it's improved the streams, you know, my mental health and streams and stuff like that. I'm sure everybody in my chat can tell, like, there are days, we all have bad days, you know, mentally. And, you know, I'm the type of streamer that I'm not the type that's like, oh, fuck you guys, I'm not going to be here because I'm having a mental shitty day. I'm still here. I'm still talking to chat. I'm still hanging out. I'm just not screaming and yelling the whole time. I'm just kind of chill. So,
it's always nice having that. The gym has definitely changed my life too. I'll just say up front, it saved my life. You know, it was never in danger before, but the gym has genuinely saved my life. I was a very insecure little bitch. You know, I just didn't know what I wanted in life, and I just have found myself through the gym. You know, I am now secure in my own skin, and I assume that you feel the same way. Like, after a nice walk or after the gym, it's like everything in your brain just like, poof, you know, it's just like peace. You know, I think it's called literally runner's high. You know, there's a lot of scientific studies and stuff, but I think it's just called runner's high. And the feeling of a runner's high is one of the best feelings in the world. You know, everything in your brain, like, I don't know about you, but I always have these, like, not voices, but I always have these thoughts in my head, like anxious thoughts, you know, good thoughts, whatever it may be. When I take a walk, or if I go on that stair climber, which I should mention is the GOAT. The stair climbers I love. I'd be burning 100 calories in 10 minutes. You know, it's great. But the stair climber, after I get done that and I start sweating a little bit, it's like everything just stops talking. You know, it's just like peace, euphoria. You know,
you don't think about it because you think, like, and I think what happens is, and why it's so good is because you stop thinking about the shit in your head. Yeah. And all you're thinking about is one foot in front of the other.
Yes.
That's it. That's it. That's all you're thinking about is like you're thinking about your footsteps. You're not thinking about shit else. You're not thinking about the crap that's going on behind you. You're thinking about what's going forward and what's in front of you, meaning your footsteps, and that's all it is. And your brain just kind of shuts off, and you're like, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep going.
Have you ever gotten, I meant to ask you this. Have you ever gotten, like, on a walk and stuff? I don't know if you're on your phone at all. I usually try not to be on my phone when I'm walking, but when I'm on the treadmill, I sometimes scroll Twitter or watch TikToks and stuff. Have you ever just, like, feel like time just passes super fast when you're into the walk? Like, for example, right? I'll be walking 2 miles or so on the treadmill. I swear to God, it feels like 5 minutes. But I'm scrolling Twitter and watching TikToks and stuff. It feels like the 35 minutes is actually, it feels like 5. Like, does time pass when you work out and stuff? Because it passes by me so fucking fast.
I walk a mile in. I don't look at my phone.
Yeah.
I don't like.
Just good.
Either I throw my phone. Like, usually when I did it with the subathon, I would go for a walk with chat, and I'd have chat, like, you know, just kind of chit chatting with chat. And when I'm with Jacob, I just walk, you know, kind of get away from all the distractions, get away from all the shit.
Yeah.
You know, get
social
away from
media.
Like, yep. Social media is stressful sometimes.
Dude, I'll be honest. I've told chat this a lot recently. I used to open Twitter the first thing I woke up. I don't check Twitter in the mornings anymore. I wake up and I take a shower and get right to stream. I can't open Twitter without seeing something negative. And I don't know what has gotten into people, but negativity is what gets the clicks, what gets the views nowadays. You know, it's not about being positive, right? Some of my worst tweets ever have been quotes that I post, you know, and it's just, I want to, you know, be the change I want to see in the world, but sometimes I just can't even open Twitter, man. It's just so negative, you know, like I'll open Twitter and somebody's just starting drama with somebody else. It just hurts, man. So it's always nice to get away from social media and stuff like that, you know?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I don't know. The whole drama thing is always good for clicks, but
yeah,
I don't like drama.
I agree with that, man. I keep saying this on a daily, every single day to myself and to chat, right? It doesn't matter if I have 3,000 subs, 20,000 viewers, 43,000 subscribers, or on YouTube, you know, 100,000 people on my TikTok. If I'm not a good person at the end of the day, none of that matters to me. And I think you can relate in a sense, you know? It doesn't matter. Like, at the end of the day, having a lot of subs is great. You know, we get to pay our bills and kind of live, you know, with ease, right? With knowing our financials are taken care of. But at the end of the day, I want to be a good person, you know? And I think that's something.
Others how you want to be treated.
Exactly. And it's just like, like I said, it doesn't matter how many subs I got, how many viewers I got. I just want to be a good person. I want to know that I am making somebody's days better by being who I am. You know, whether it be one person or 100 people. And that's just something I live so much by nowadays. Sorry, I had to go on that rant, but it's just like, it's something that I think about a lot, you know? I don't know. Now, I do want to point out that you have no off days. You told me yourself. I tried to get a date for you that we can get this podcast, and you said you have no off days. What do you do outside of stream to get away from your computer? You know, when you aren't on your off days, besides walks. You know, what are you hanging out with Jacob? I assume.
Yeah. I mean, I don't take days off because I go until I'm so burnt out and I'm like, I need a day off. Because, you know,
yeah,
a lot of people, I've had messages from people that have told me, and I try to look at it. This is how I look at it is I've had people that message me and send me a message that one of their girlfriend, like, you know, I'm not gonna say a name, but their girlfriend passed away and it was the hardest month of their life. And I was literally live the whole month, and they're like, you helped me through the hardest time of my life, and I appreciate you. And, you know, a lot of people are like, well, you got to worry about your mental health too. One day I may not go live, and one of my viewers may having the worst day of his life, and they're like, damn, I really wish Velion was here. And it makes me realize, like, yeah, I take days off. I take days off I really don't take days off. I just try not to because of the fact that someone may be going through something in my community, and just me being there laughing and complaining and yelling at people makes their days better, or may even save their life. I mean,
yeah, no,
knows?
100%. I feel like you can relate to this. What I'm about to say is that, like, we often, to help our mental health is to help others. You know, like making people's days better and kind of talking to somebody about their issues or whatever kind of solves our issues, if that makes sense. You know, like if we're having a bad day and we start stream and people come in and say that they're having a bad day, we help them through it. It's almost like it transfers to our life. You know, no longer we're not having a bad day anymore. You know, so it's really nice being able to, I don't know, being able to help somebody so much that it helps our own. You know, some of the. I hate saying it like this. I mentioned it to Arson the last time we had a podcast, but some of the worst days I've ever had mentally were some of the best streams I've ever had. You know, and I don't mean to bring financials into this, but have you ever noticed that some of the days that you don't want to go live, or like you don't have your off days, but those days you don't want to go live are the days that like everybody decides to be generous, and it's not, you don't even show it, right? It's just like, it's like the universe rewarding us or something for like pushing through our bad day.
Yep.
You know?
I've had a day like that where I was like, I don't want to fucking get up. Fuck this shit. I don't want to stream. Fuck Tarkov. Fuck everything. Yeah. And I get up and I'm like, you know what? Stop being a little bitch. Get up. And I got like 700 subs in that day. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
and then you go to bed and you're like, holy hell, dude, this is a bad day.
What just happened? Like, why did I wake up like this? And now I'm going to bed like, what the hell?
No, that's funny, man. That's exactly how it is for me too. I swear to God, some of the worst days I've had mentally, I still go live, and I have a great day. You know, chat turns it around, and I'm beyond thankful for the. Speaking about another thing to be thankful for, the power of friendship. How has networking, making friends with so many creators been for you? I know you care about a lot about so many, you know, including myself. How important do you think that is as a creator? You know, maintaining friends and keeping friends and kind of networking with them, because I should point out before you start speaking, I should point out networking is more than, hey, I'm live right now, haha. You know, I would hate for people to stop by my stream right now, or that type of thing, right? Like people, yo, I'm live right now. Networking is making friends, right? Networking is becoming best friends with somebody so much that you understand. Like, you understand what their schedule is. They understand what your schedule is. Like, networking is sitting down with somebody and becoming friends with them. Do you agree?
Yeah. I don't go into people's stream. I don't go into people's streams to, like, I don't know. It's so confusing. Okay, so yes, making friends is very huge, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we've been friends forever, but I don't come into your stream and like try to take your viewers and stuff like that. And I really don't go into very many people's streams.
I don't
like,
either.
I'll go in and hang out for a little bit, like, hey, what's up? How are you? It is very rare that you see me in streams because I stream so much. I don't want to sit at my computer after I stream for 8 hours. I don't want to fucking be on the computer. Hell, I sure as hell don't want to play Tarkov off stream. I sure as hell don't want to watch somebody play Tarkov off stream either, because then it makes me want to play Tarkov.
Yep.
And then I don't want to, you know, it's just like a kind of a ripple effect. But I try to go in and talk to people and be, hey, how are you doing? I hope you have a great rest of your stream, you know, yada yada yada. And like, I'll talk for somebody for 5 minutes and then I'll leave. And I feel like it shows people like, hey, Velion just came by to say hi. I mean, people do it to me too. Yeah. So, and we're all busy with our own lives. We all have our own stuff going on. We all have our different schedule. And that's why, you know, when you said in the beginning is I try to reach out to people. I mean, you can ask a lot of people on my stream, a lot of my supporters, a lot of people that I don't hear from day to day, that I reach out to them. And I'm like, hey, what's going on with you? You know, I haven't seen you in my stream for a week.
I do the same
thing. You good, dude?
Yep.
You know who Hoo-Ha is, right?
Yeah.
Hoo-Ha reached out to me the other day and was like, hey man, I'm going for a lurk for a couple days because I need a time off. I got some stuff going on. Don't worry about me because I know you're going to message me and be like, hey, where are you? I haven't seen you. But that's just who I am. I care. I try to make sure that people realize that it's not just you're not just a viewer to me. You're somebody that
Yes.
matters. You matter to me. And that's why, you know, if one of my mods goes away for 4 or 5 days, hey, what's up? What do you got going on? You okay? You know, is something going on? Or somebody that I haven't seen in, like, you know, I have my wall of big wieners.
Yeah.
And I'll swap over to the wall of big wieners and I'll see somebody I haven't talked to in 4 months. I'll message them, hey, you know, how's life going? You know, what are you up to? Hey, man, work's just been super busy. I'm sorry you haven't came to my stream. Stop saying sorry to me, motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know, stop saying sorry to me.
Yes.
You don't need to say sorry to me. I'm just reaching out to check that you're not dead. You know, one of my viewers helped me actually get a few things for my rifle. He's a police officer, and he, like, I didn't hear from him like 4 or 5 months. I'm like, hey, man, are you dead? I was like, are you dead?
Yeah.
Question mark. And he goes, nah, man, I sold my PC. I took a break from stream. I took a break from everything. I haven't been on any social media, yada, yada, yada. And like me reaching back out to him to check on him, he's been in stream like every day.
Yep.
No, it's not why I do it, but he realized, like, I'm going to buy a PC, bought a PC from Stents. Now he's got like a 4080 and he's gaming. He's having a good time. He's playing Tarkov and he's feeling, I don't know if he was in a weird spot. He was just wasn't wanting to be on Twitch. So
no, that makes sense.
I feel like reaching out to people, making friendships and stuff like that is such a huge part of this business.
It is.
But we all get in our own little thing. I was talking to Jesse about it yesterday. And I was like, dude, this space is so weird. And how I meant is that is like, I've noticed a lot. Like, you reach out to me, I reach out to you, I reach out to Jesse, I reach out to a lot of people, but if you don't reach out to them, people just kind of like stop reaching out to each other. And it's such a hard thing because then I feel like, well, fuck, am I annoying people by reaching out to them because they're not reaching out to me? So am I really their friend? Like, is this just like, what is it? You know what I mean?
No, I've talked to my therapist about this the other day, is that I've gotten into a somewhat negative trance that if somebody, so I'll be honest with you, Vel, I had, the last podcast we did, I tried to get 6 different people. Now, I'm not going to name any names, but I messaged 6 different people. 4 of them did not respond to me. And I gave them a few days to respond, and I don't expect a response ever, but I was getting in my head mentally thinking that this person hates me, you know, or that this person dislikes me because they're not responding, when very well they could have been busy. But as somebody who's trying to get, you know, give them a few days to respond before asking somebody else, it was very hard for me because I felt like, you know, nobody really wanted to deal with me. And I think that's something that isn't talked about in content creation a lot, is like self-doubt. I don't know if you have a lot of self-doubt, but I definitely like doubt myself a lot. You know, if I don't have somebody that like kind of responds to me, I take it as a very like a negative way of like, oh, this person hates me, or this person dislikes me, right? I don't know.
People are in this space that we're in, and that's why it's so weird, is that people see numbers and all they think about is numbers. So we, you know, if I have 500 viewers and somebody reaches out to me and they have 20 viewers, okay, so just a scenario, right?
Yeah.
If you have 500 viewers and somebody reaches out to you with 20 viewers, what are you going to think? What's the first thing you're going to think? If you've never talked to them before, ever, and they're reaching out to you to talk to you, what is the first thing that comes to mind?
I mean, if some like 20 viewers, I think that
20 viewer streamer, or a streamer that's smaller and they're starting out and they reach out to you, what's the first thing you think of?
Well, I should mention, it depends on the message. If it's a message like, hey, you want to duo sometime, I'm thinking like, bro, you're just trying to get some numbers.
Yep. And that's the shittiest thing about everything that we do, and I feel like that's why some people don't respond, is because you may have lower viewers and they may have more viewers, and if they bring your viewers, they're going to lose some of their viewers. And that, like, it sounds so fucking idiotic to even talk about it like that, because we should be friends and the viewers don't matter. Like, the viewers don't matter. The views don't matter at all. But like, it also is, there's times that we miss things. I miss things all the time. Like, I go into my requested message requests or whatever like that, and like from 6 months ago, somebody like, hey man, how are you doing? You know, what's up? and it's just somebody that I know who they are, but 6 months ago I just never read the message because I didn't see it.
It's just there was something that I was trying to say there. Have you ever noticed that? I don't know about you, but I don't feel like I ever lose friends, but I feel like some people aren't friends with me anymore if I don't give them something. You ever run into that with content creation a lot? In a sense of like, oh, I'm not interacting with you or liking your tweets. You're no longer friends with me. Like that type of shit. I feel like people, if I don't interact with them, they're not going to interact with me. And I think that's a very fucked up mindset. You know, like if somebody likes my tweet, I don't instantly think, oh, I'm going to start interacting with that person, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like content creation is very two-sided sometimes. Or two-faced. Two-faced is the word.
That's the thing is, and I try to like everybody's tweets and stuff like that, but there's a lot of people that I realize is like, they either don't like me or they keep me around just because.
Yeah.
And they'll tell me they want to play and then they'll never reach out again. And that's when I'm like, okay, I don't want to play then. I'm not going to keep asking. I'm not going to beg for somebody's time when I can make time for somebody else. Yeah. This is just a thing that I've always said. Do not beg for somebody if they don't want to give you attention. Like, why? Why would I beg to play with somebody or ask somebody to play 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times and they just like keep blowing me off? It's like, okay, well, you don't like me. I'm not asking ever again. Peace. Yeah. Like,
you don't want somebody in your life that doesn't want you. You know what I'm saying? It goes for everything in life, bro. Friendships, partners, anything, viewers, you know, whatever it may be, right? Like, it just goes, it's a two-way street. You know what I'm saying? If I give you the time of day and you don't give me the time of day, I'm definitely going to question myself, but I'm not going to lose, like, have you not my friend anymore. You know, and I feel like people are very two-faced in that sense of, like, if I don't give you interaction, oh, my God, like, you're not friends with me anymore? Like, what did I do, you know? But it's just so sad. You know?
I mean, I like it. I try to like all the people that I know that I talk to every day.
You used to like everything. Do you have notifications on?
No.
I swear, dude, you like my tweets faster than anybody I've ever seen.
Because I'm always on Twitter, man. I'm always like interacting. I'm like looking at Twitter. I'm reacting and seeing what people are saying.
Yeah, I respect that a lot.
And stuff like that. And like, you know, a like boosts the algorithm a little bit, so it helps out my friends. It helps out the people that I like, and I'm not gonna like, you know what I mean?
I wasn't saying it a bad thing. I'm just saying, like, you like my tweets faster than the people that have my tweet notifications on. I posted and 13 milliseconds later, it's liked by Velion. I still don't know how you do that.
A lot of people don't understand is while I'm loading into raids.
Yeah.
Sometimes while I'm in raids, sometimes while I'm doing things, I literally have Twitter open in the background. I'm just like scrolling through and like.
Yep. Nothing wrong with that, man. Nothing wrong with that. Well, that's awesome. I'm glad we touched on the power of friendship. Now, this is kind of wrapping up the podcast. Chat, get your questions ready. It's coming up here soon. But this isn't a question. I just want to say, like, this is kind of weird looking into your eyes like this, but I want to say I'm thankful for you, Vel. You've been one of my best friends forever now, and I'm very appreciative for you being in my life.
Best friend? That's a little too much.
No,
don't
bro,
put that on. Don't put that on me.
No, but dead ass. Like, you've been my best friend forever. You've checked on me when nobody else has checked on me, and it just goes to show you how good of a person you are, man. And I'm very thankful for you. Like I said, this isn't a question, but I'm thankful for you, Vel. Seriously. I want to cry, but I can't cry.
I'm starting to cry. I'm crying on the inside.
Okay.
We're crying on the inside
we're
together.
Crying together. We're crying together. Outro. Thank you again, Vel, for being on the podcast. I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. We're not just done just yet. We do have some chat questions, so get your questions ready. I know you're live right now, Vel, so if there's anybody from your chat that has any questions, send them over my way and we can answer them for you. Yeah. I mean, if you want to go to, like, where can we find you? Platforms, schedule. Just, you know, tell you how you've been, and then we can get to some of the chat questions. Like,
if you don't know me, then fuck you.
Arson the other day, he was like, "Oh, you already know who I am." I'm like, "Damn, Arson. Okay."
If you don't know me, I'm probably too loud for you, so you might not want to come by.
Oh man! But if you guys have any questions, ask away. Yeah, dude. I mean, I'm just thankful for you being on the podcast and everything.
I'm glad you asked me to be a part of it.
Yeah, Smokey asks if he can get a raise. That's crazy.
No, Smokey stays in my basement and
Oh,
works
okay.
for like pennies on the dime.
Oh yeah, like McDoubles. I'd pay my mom to McDoubles.
No, not even McDoubles,
Oh,
dude.
damn.
He gets so like what I do is I usually mix up Sadie's dog food with like this like wet food, and then when she's done eating, then I'll put like a little bit more, and then I'll take it downstairs in the basement for him. So, and I don't even have a basement. It's like a crawl space.
Okay.
So
like
like
a hobbit
I have
hole.
him. Yeah. So I have him like chained up underneath the
Oh,
house.
nice. Yeah.
And then when he's hungry, he just boop boop boop. And I
Yeah.
can feel it right here below my feet.
Yeah.
And I have like a little hatch door. It like and sometimes it gets stuck, so he has to like through the hole to try.
For legal purposes, everybody listening and everybody watching right now, this is completely just a joke. All right, for legal purposes, before we get arrested here, we do not have Smokey in any sort of basement or crawl hole. We do have
what
some
you
questions
fucking
here.
think. This is true.
Okay,
this
all
is
right.
the truth.
Well, if it's the truth, then that's a crime. But yeah, we can move on from that one.
He agreed to it. He said he would want to. It's not a crime if he agrees to it.
Okay. Yeah, true though. Why doesn't Belle have a coffee maker? I didn't know that, man. You don't have a fucking coffee maker?
I have a Keurig.
What? Dude, you don't have a pot like coffee maker?
Nope.
That's lame, bro. That is so lame. Oh my gosh. How are you going to have that coffee that was sent to you?
Well, I'm gonna have to fucking buy one now because I want it so bad.
I'll buy it for you, Belle.
No.
It smells so good. I don't know which one that is,
yeah.
but there's the cane sugar one. It says like the cupping notes on the top front. That one
Rich
smells.
flavor with dark chocolate and nutty notes,
Oh,
and then this
yeah.
one is cane sugar sweetness, medium acidity, and creamy body with sweet caramel overtone and a slight mocha or slight coca. Nope.
Yeah, that one's good. I'm having that right now. I also really like this Brazilian blend that I have. Dude, they smell great. It's great when you grind them too. I'm a big fan of grinding your own beans. Pause. We're going to move on from a question here. How long did it take Genooo to get peach fuzz on his face? Okay, next question. Stints. Fuck off.
About damn. It's been we've known each other about 4 years. 4 years, right?
Yeah.
When 4 years ago, you were babyface. You have shit.
I'll be honest with you, dude. This is a story that not many people know. I started growing facial hair when I was going through a really rough time in my life, and it was one of those things where when I started growing facial hair to kind of look in the mirror some days, and if I was having a bad day, I would look at what I had on my face, whether it was peach fuzz or a beard or not, and I could tell myself that you're progressing. Like even if this day feels like you have gone steps backwards, you're progressing as a human, you know. And I've been using my facial hair as kind of like symbolic in a way. What about the future of gaming is Velion most excited for? You have anything?
No. Gaming sucks.
I'm a big fan of books now, so I kind of agree with you.
There are so like okay, let's all be honest about something, right? Tell me that every game that we play has shit audio. Every game. Apex has shit audio. Call of Duty has shit audio. Tarkov has shit audio. Like, I don't look forward to any games because they all fucking suck.
Yep.
It's like people half-ass make them, and then
Quantity
I'm like,
over
damn,
quality for them.
I just spent $60 on a fucking game that I'm never gonna play ever again.
I agree. That's why I've been reading books. You know the gaming industry is fucked when I'm upstairs reading a damn book. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now, man. We have a few questions. If you're stuck on an island, what 3 movies would be stuck with you? Or like, I guess that what you would watch? Any movies?
Hello Kitty Island Adventure.
Okay, good one.
The new Barbie movie. I haven't watched it yet, so I would love to watch that on an island. And then damn, what's that one called? But what's the one that's the Lost at Sea or whatever? He's lost
Stranded?
at sea. Tom Hanks. He's lost at sea and he has the little freaking volleyball and it's like a face. Castaway. I watched
Castaway.
Castaway.
I've never seen Castaway.
Wilson, no!
I have
never
no
seen
clue.
it?
No, I've never seen Castaway. That's crazy. What are your current goals? I think it's a good one.
Just grinding life and make sure Jacob has everything he needs.
Being a good dad, that's all you need.
All I need in life is Jacob to have everything he needs, and I'll be happy.
Such a W dad. You know, I feel like TikTok's saying that, but W dad. Dad Life says, not a question, just appreciate you both. Appreciate you guys always checking in.
Love you, Dad Life.
We love Dad Life. Anybody from your chat? I don't think anything over here is. I think that's it. We can do maybe a few more questions.
Hoodlums.
Yeah, they're hoodlums. Fair enough.
Yeah.
That is A-okay. I do want to talk. This isn't necessarily something to ask about, but I do want to talk about weight loss. It's changed your life, hasn't it? Like even in the short time, you know, the months that you've been doing it. I swear to God, you know, we talked about the gym earlier, but it's just awesome, isn't it? Like
2 months, 15 days, I've lost almost 30 pounds.
That's impressive, and I guarantee what's even more impressive is how you're fucking feeling, bro.
Yeah.
Man,
Yep.
waking up and being able to smile at life and shit is just such a great. I was saying this the other day to a friend of mine. Life is so fucking beautiful when you're not constantly anxious or full of thoughts that are just negative. Like I'd be looking at trees and shit, Bell, and be like, "Wow, dude, that's a nice oak tree." You know what I'm saying?
I don't do shit like that. You know, you're weird as fuck, dude.
Hey, come on, man. Hey, I be looking at nature and I'm like, wow, dude, that's just awesome. For Velion, can you please explain to Gino why BitBot should always be on? Yep, let's not answer that question.
I'll tell you right now is that I run until I get enough money and then I turn BitBot on. BitBot's so much fun. It's fun for chat.
Yeah.
Like it's annoying for me because chat's assholes and they do it on purpose to fuck with me. But I can't. I mean, I got disconnected twice the other day. Like insta disconnected. It's just fun. And chat. You know, I asked chat last wipe, and I was like, "Should we turn BitBot on until the end of wipe?" And they said yes. And like a lot of people were like, "Yes," because it makes for good content. Like you may be sitting in a corner not realizing what's going on, and then you spin in a circle and throw a grenade, and all you hear is "Ah!" And I'm just running out of a room trying to get away, and then I blow myself up, and it's like fuck.
Yeah.
It's for the content. It makes content better.
Yeah, it does. And you notice that I said this in the last few podcasts. You know, you attract what you reflect, right? And I'm sure you've noticed this, but when you've started to become happier and stuff, your chat has probably been a little bit more happier. Not saying it was negative before, but I'm saying in a sense of like they'll happily make fun of you now, or they'll like they'll try and get under your skin like in a happy way, right? So I'm sure you've noticed that, right? Last question. When is the Tarky boys hunting/fishing trip? That would be a blast, wouldn't it?
I'll go fishing with somebody. I ain't going hunting with you guys. I don't know you guys well enough.
What? Bro, you would not going to tree stand with me, Bell? Come on, man. What the fuck, dude?
I do not trust very easily.
Okay. That's fine.
I don't trust very easily, and I will not go out in the middle of the woods with somebody that has a gun that I don't know.
That's fair.
No offense to you.
No, I get that.
You know,
that's 100%.
It's just I've had a lot of people like offer for me to be like, hey, let's go duck hunting. Let's go do this. And it's like, I just don't. I don't
trust you with a gun. Yeah, no, I get it,
man. I
don't
trust people with a gun. It's just, you know.
It's just guns are bad, you know. Guns bad, you know. Not actually, but you get what I'm saying, right? Like guns are, man, that thing's looking nice. You happy with it?
Yeah, I need to add some more shit to it.
Yeah, you need to add a flashlight and start abusing flashlight meta, you know. Well, that's awesome, man. I thank you again, Vel, for being on the podcast. That is the outro. I thank you again. How long are you going to be live for? Are you going to be live for all day?
No, till 3:30.
Okay, well, I'll hit you up before then.
Okay.
In a sense of a raid, because I'm going to play some Tarkov after this, but I wanted to say thank you again, Vel. Thank you so much for being in my life. Thank you so much for being my friend, man. And from the bottom of my heart, thanks for being on the podcast.
I love you.
I love you too, Val. Thank you so much for being on the podcast, man. Bye
I
bye.
hated it here.
Okay, all right. Sounds good.
Peace. Okay, bye.
All right, chat. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thanks for always being in my life. I should point out before I end the recording, I would like to talk about the Coffee with Genooo Twitter. If you did not know, we have a Coffee with Genooo Twitter now. It is Coffee with Genooo on Twitter, like I just said 8 times, but it is with 1 O rather than 3. 3 O's was too long. And we have a brand new Support This Podcast feature on Spotify. I don't do this for money. I have never done this for money. However, if you want to be able to support me while giving me 100% of the split rather than Twitch taking 50%, there's a Support This Podcast feature on Spotify now that you can now support the podcast. With that being said, I love you guys. Stay safe, stay caffeinated, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.